want to know is, how are your finances? Seriously, how are your finances if you're doing, like, if you're 50 and you're rapping and you're not making a full-time living off rapping without a 9 to 5, and that's your way of possibly making it out, you might need to switch career fields. And I'm just being completely honest.
Talking to anxiety, why the hell you eyeing me? Seems like you admire me, tell them pop over randomly.
Back in the kitchen, my favorite place to be. Well, you would think it would be my favorite place to be. Salute, family. Just making some home fries, cutting these potatoes, and I figured this is a topic that's been roaming for a little while, looming. Yes, I'm making a video. So, yes, I am, Mama. So, what's been looming and what's... Yes, I am, Mama. Yes, I am. Yes, can I make the video? Okay, thank you. So, this conversation's been looming, and it's something I want to talk about. Yep. Because this conversation has been in circles of people I know, people I don't know. It's been on the internet, things of that nature. And most people have mixed opinions about it. And I just got a few things that I would like to address, and I would love to hear people's opinion on this. So, with that being said, should you be rapping at the age of 50? And the reason we say rapping is because that's the kind of era that I grew up in, and a lot of people that I know, that's what they say, they rap, they hip hop. And for me, it's going to come down to a few factors. I see it. No, we don't eat that. No, we don't. Yeah, so for me, it's going to come down to a few things. And one of the things that I really want to know is, how are your finances? Seriously, how are your finances if you're doing, like, if you're 50 and you're rapping and you're not making a full-time living off rapping without a 9 to 5, and that's your way of possibly making it out, you might need to switch career fields. And I'm just being completely honest. I'm just being a realist. Like, how long ago did you start doing this? And you telling me, if you've been doing it for 20 plus years or so, that music still has you making or working a 9 to 5? That's kind of crazy right there. You might need to rethink some things. If you've been in the game for a while and you're making money off the music, and that's your primarily sole thing, then that's wonderful. But if you struggling and you 50 and you still doing free shows and you still doing free features and you still going to these interviews and you're not charging no one, you're not getting sponsored by anyone, you're just getting the good luck, you don't have no real solid team that you can pay, you got to pack it up, bro. You might need to move to Alaska or something like that. Rethink things. Create a whole new image. Learn some new skills. Become a boss. Something to that effect. No income off the music. That's where it all goes wrong. The next thing that I got, that I want to say. What is the message that you're putting out there? What's the message behind the music that you're putting out there? Especially as rappers, you know, there's not a lot of people who care about the message. It's just something they thought about when they was in their 20s, and they still doing it to this day. Their message hasn't changed. They still think they have the same fan base, and they ain't even making money off it. So I don't get it. Making money here and there, no, it got to be a whole. And what's the message are you doing? Because 9 times out of 10, if it's negative, you shouldn't be doing it. I don't know if y'all familiar with a guy named Will Trax, but he has a couple records that people can dance to. Like, if you 50, you need to be making Step in the Name of Love, Step in the Name of Love, right? Because You need a hit at this point. You need to strike gold. You need to hit a lick. You're not gonna hit a lick still rapping about hood stuff at the age of 50. Come on now. It's damn near impossible. And if you do, is that the message that you want to promote to people coming up under you? At the age 50, still rapping about hood stuff? I don't care if you're still in the hood. Don't you want to get out? You want to do something better with your life? So if your message ain't on point and you 50, your finances ain't on point and you 50, if you've been in the game for a minute and you fell off and you can come back and you making money off shows and you getting per diem and you getting sponsors, you got everything in the bag, then that's cool. But if your message ain't up to point, if you just destroying the community still like you was when you was 30s by spitting BS, nah, boy. Family, it's time to pack it up and hang it up, bro. And that's just my message. The last thing I want to speak about. When you're 50, your image needs to be A1, like A1. There can't be a flaw in your image by the age of 50. Can't be figuring out your image. You're supposed to have it down pat. Most men, when they're 50, you think they look good? You think they in shape? You think they ain't got a gut? You think their health is in order? You think they got all their teeth in their mouth? You think they still keeping up with going to the gym? Not at all. Most men by 50, with all due respect, could barely get it up without some pills or something. So this is, I wouldn't say a young man's sport, but your lack of mobility. So when you're on stage, you ain't gonna be able to move a lot. You ain't gonna be able to put on a performance. Cause you overweight, you got a stomach. You could barely move, you could barely do squats. You could barely do pull-ups. Like, you gotta be extremely fit at 50 to be in this game and still be out there performing, shaking hands. Source of mobility can't be a car. Because on stage, what are you going to do to invoke the people to come back? You got choreographers to dance for you? Can you pay people to come out to your shows to put on a performance for you? Can you pay the cameraman the money that's needed for him to come out to your tours or your shows or your behind the scenes events? You can't be winging. If you're still winging it at 50, family, I don't... Quite frankly, this is just my take. I don't believe if you're 50 that you should still be doing this and not getting paid. It makes no sense. You could do it for a hobby. Like, yeah, I'm a hobbyist. I'm a hobby. This is my hobby. But you can't say you take this serious. You can't put this on Front Street. Your Instagram profile can't be you as an artist if you're not even making no money off this that can keep you from not even clocking into it. Now, that's insane, bro. That's insane. There's too many guys out here still thinking they gonna make it, man. So to tie this up, one, you need to be mobile. You need to be able to move, to dance, to do something on that stage to keep the people alive. Your only source of mobility can't be the car that you push, because you can't push a car at a show. People don't care about the Benz that you got parked outside if I came in and hear some music. Two, you need to have a message. You need to make some music that make people dance, to laugh. You want to shortcut everything. You don't want to have this image that you coming on stage to rap. And you talking about a bunch of nonsense that somebody that was... See, you hear that? That's my daughter even saying stuff. But you don't want to come on stage and be rapping a whole bunch of nonsense. Right, mama? Yeah. Can't be rapping a whole bunch of nonsense at the age of 50, still destroying the public like you was when you was in the streets hustling. Come on, bro. We got to do bigger than... We got to be bigger than that. You feel me? You feel me, mama? Yes. And last but not least, if you ain't getting no fettuccine Asiago off this, if this ain't your main source of income, if you still figuring it out at 50, you need to give it up. Straight up, point blank, period. I don't care what you said. That's just my take on it. That money need to be coming in. You don't need to be even thinking about going to free. You don't got no merch. You ain't got none of that. If you do, you're not really even promoting a set. Like, you got to be a boss at 50, champ. Your internet is big. Your motors, like, you got to have so many skills by the age of 50 that it's going to be hard to keep. You don't even know what to do. But as a rapper, that's a big no-no, man. It's a turn-off. Even a woman that you're dating or talking to, if you tell them that and they know that you're 50 and you're working a job and you got this persona as this rapper at 50 and they rock with you, oh, man. There's something wrong with that girl, bro. You got to take a step outside of your shoes and be for real, because people be in la-la land. Ain't nobody supporting that, family. Make a song to make people dance. Make a song to move the crowd. Make a song that people could be happy to. Stop the violence. At the age of 50, still talking about the streets and all this. This is corny, bro. That's so corny. Pick a better message. I had to get that off my chest. And the people, they said what they said. I'll see you guys on the next episode, family. AAA. This episode is sponsored by the GYM. M stands for men. We're holding men accountable, whether you're advanced or a beginner. Keep the testosterone flowing. No matter where you are, you can do 50 dips, 50 push-ups, or 50 squats. Anytime, any place where it seems fit. Don't let, oh, I work, be an excuse. Be accountable as the leader, provider, and protector of the family. So make sure you get your reps in daily and have rest days. This episode is sponsored by the GYM. Back to the episode at hand.
1 for me, 2 for you, 3 for 3. These are chunky sleep. 4